Hey everybody, today I'm answering a question submitted by YouTube user SMusic323, and what he's asking is about Windows Media Center in terms of digital encrypted channels. He says, "Hi, I have a few questions. Is it possible to watch my digital television channels that are encrypted through the Media Center? Does the Media Center recognize every TV tuner?" Well, first I'll answer the second question. Media Center does recognize the majority of the tuners on the market nowadays. It used to be, back in the day, it was difficult to get tuners that recognize Media Center. For instance, a lot of people would have older analog tuners and Media Center didn't like them. But nowadays that's not really a problem. And in terms of digital encrypted channels, I think the best route to go in terms of Media Center, I'm going to assume you have a cable service provider, but if you have satellite, this may be different. But for digital cable to get encrypted channels, I recommend going with a cable card setup if you have the money to pay for it. Cable card technology is integrated into Windows 7. I'm assuming you're using Windows 7. And Windows 7 has technology built into it that's called Digital Cable Advisor, and you run the tool and it analyzes Media Center to tell you whether it's compatible or not. And I know there are some tuners on the market now that support cable card, and I know there's one that's called ATI Digital Cable Tuner, and there's one from Seton Technology. I'll look those up here shortly. Anyways, you will get those, and you will get a cable card from your service provider that will go installed into the cable card tuner. That way you can get your digital encrypted channels right into your Media Center without the use of any extra equipment. But first I'm going to go ahead and, before I even get into further detail about the digital cable card technology, I'm going to go ahead and explain about another method you could use to get your digital service to your Media Center. One thing you can do is you can use the box from your service provider, and you would use the cable coming out from the box that would normally go to the TV. You would plug that into your TV tuner, and what you would do then is, when you're setting up the cable, Windows Media Center will recognize that as a set-top box, and it's a little lengthy in terms of setup because you have to set up your remote manually and that kind of stuff. It's not a very easy procedure, but it can be done. And I did it one time. I wasn't very satisfied with it. I think the best route to go is cable card if you have the money. Now, in terms of your TV tuner, you say you're providing DVB-T-210SE. Could you give me like the brand or model? I mean the brand, just out of curiosity. I'll look everything up for you, but I mean, it would help me a little bit. But anyways, it says AMI Net 125 is the digital box that you have. Could you please tell me your provider? Just, I'm kind of curious, like, if is it Time Warner Cable, is it DirecTV, is it Dish? Let me know. I'm just curious. I can try to help you out a little more with this. But anyways, you're stating somewhere in here about, also from the last question, is it needed 2 IP addresses. As far as I'm concerned, you only need your internet connection to go online to download guide updates and that sort of stuff from Media Center. In terms of connection from your set-top box to your Media Center, it's just from a coax cable. I mean, it can't get much more complicated than that. Anyways, let me go ahead and look online at some tuners right quick. Okay, here's a picture of what the card looks like. It's quite long. It's like a long video card almost in terms of its length. That's what I'm about to remind you of. Now, I believe it takes up 2 expansion slots, and it is pretty expensive right now, $400 for this thing. Though it's definitely worth it if you got the money. And it tells you what it used to have and what it has now. So it used to be a lot more expensive than what it was now, and it gives you a bit more. It has 4 tuners. This is a pretty bad card right here. And your cable card fee is usually around $2 to $6 a month, depending on your service provider. And tells you can place your order with. Anyways, that's probably the best solution to get encrypted channels to your Media Center. Had any questions or comments? Let me know.